I'm about 500 yards away from the White House, 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, and here's what we can report to you right now. The key states of Georgia and Pennsylvania are starting to trend toward Vice President Joe Biden. And what that means right now is he is currently on the path to getting those 270 electoral votes needed to win the presidency of the United States. Now, that is not the final tally, but right now it will be very difficult for Donald Trump to overcome losing both Pennsylvania and Georgia, if in fact both those states are called. So what we're looking at right now is Joe Biden, instead of Donald Trump, is currently on the path to hitting that 270 vote threshold, and it's looking like he is on the way to becoming the next president, the 46th president of the United States. Now, here at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue in the District of Columbia, where 95% of the city voted for Joe Biden, that news is being greeted essentially with open arms. As you can see, some celebrations are already taking place right over here over my shoulder near that fence that was erected in front of the White House. Occasionally, you'll have demonstrators shout things over the fence to Donald Trump. Of course, not yet clear if he can hear that or not. And you can imagine right now what's going through Donald Trump's mind as he sits in the White House. He thought he was on the path to victory on election night, but we should point out the mail-in ballots had not been counted, and we all knew that wasn't going to be the case right away. So this took a little while, but what ended up happening was once those mail-in ballots were counted in some of those key states, such as Pennsylvania, they flipped those states to Joe Biden. Yesterday, Donald Trump seemed defiant as ever, however, saying that he did not like the idea of mail-in ballots, but the fact is, those mail-in ballots are perfectly valid. And that's what a lot of these demonstrators are saying today outside the White House. They want Donald Trump essentially to concede, but we should point out the states of Georgia and the states of Pennsylvania have not, in fact, been officially called for Joe Biden. When they are, however, he will have more than 270 electoral votes needed to claim the presidency of the United States, therefore becoming the 46th president of the United States. That would be quite a feat for Joe Biden, who has run for president 3 times, 1988, 2008, and of course now in 2020, basically leading the oldest political party in the United States, that being the Democratic Party. And right now, a lot remains to be seen, however. There's a lot of uncertainty in the air because of what Donald Trump said yesterday. Basically, not conceding in any way, shape, or form, even though the vote tends to be going toward Joe Biden, both the popular vote and the all-important electoral college vote. As you can probably hear, and forgive me, Macarena is being played right here, a very celebratory mood in front of 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, the White House. You can bet inside the White House, however, Trump and his advisors will not be doing the Macarena or any sort of dance. Right now, they're trying to find a way legally to try and stop these votes from being counted. Thus far, they have not been very successful at all. Again, some big demonstrations taking place outside the White House. On election night, there was an even bigger crowd out here, but at first, what ended up happening was it looked like Joe Biden wasn't going to win those swing states, so that crowd dissipated. It became eerily quiet on election night. So this right here is a resurgence of that crowd that was supposed to be here on Tuesday night. And they are very, very happy with the results they see so far. Joe Biden has not yet spoken since early yesterday. If at all he speaks today, he'll probably be speaking in prime time, according to some of his advisors to various media outlets. But right now, he is on the path to becoming the next president of the United States, and it looks like that will be very difficult for Donald Trump to overcome that in the Electoral College. And that, my friends, is what matters. We should point out in other states, however, such as Michigan, my colleague Willie Lowery was reporting in Detroit, Trump supporters are still protesting the results outside. They don't want those extra ballots counted. I shouldn't even call them extra ballots, they're just ballots. They don't want those ballots counted, and they have been quite vocal about trying to get that to stop. There's a lot of back and forth accusations right now, but at the end of the day, Joe Biden is winning in the states where he needs to win. He's winning in the popular vote. He's winning in Georgia. He's winning in Pennsylvania. And it looks like we're getting very close to this election being called by one of the major networks, of course, AP as well. Once AP calls it, he'll be on his way to the White House, which is where we are right now, which is where a lot of demonstrators are right now doing the Macarena. Very, very happy right now, of course, in Washington, D.C., a city that voted 95% for Vice President Joe Biden.